Now, it's a war that seemingly ended as abruptly as it has begun. For the past 12 days, we have seen the entire West Asia was on the brink of an alarming war that could even actually go nuclear. The rest of the world was watching in alarm. But is the truce only in name? Will we see the truce actually go on for quite some time? We are taking you back to understand what the history of West Asia's worst conflict has been over the past many decades.
"12 days of missile strikes and bomb attacks, three direct combatants, and at least 7 more countries indirectly involved. Not to mention 1,000 killed, with 5 times more than that figure injured. A war that wreaked chaos in West Asia and had the rest of the world on tenterhooks, fearing a nuclear apocalypse. From Operation Rising Lion to Operation Midnight Hammer, here is how this 12-day war unfolded. It began on the 12th of June. Israel launched a stunning pre-dawn offensive, Operation Rising Lion, targeting Iran's nuclear and military facilities, including Natanz and the Defense Ministry in Tehran. With deadly precision, several top Revolutionary Guard commanders and nuclear scientists were eliminated inside their own homes by projectiles launched hundreds of miles away.
For decades, the tyrants of Tehran have brazenly, openly called for Israel's destruction. They've backed up their genocidal rhetoric with a program to develop nuclear weapons. If not stopped, Iran could produce a nuclear weapon in a very short time. It could be a year, it could be within a few months, less than a year. This is a clear and present danger to Israel's very survival.
Iran's response was swift and defiant. 3 waves of missiles rained down on Israeli cities, and for the first time, Tel Aviv faced daylight attacks.
Their lives will become bitter, no doubt. They shouldn't think they hit and it's over. No, they started this and waged a war.
Day 5 marked a deadly pivot. Iran launched over 100 missiles, including hypersonic ones, striking Tel Aviv, Haifa, and most importantly, the Soroka hospital in Beersheba. Israel hit back, flattening nuclear sites and claiming the lives of top Iranian generals, even as civilian casualties and infrastructure damage mounted on both sides. As the conflict entered last weekend, it appeared to be dragging into a stalemate with both sides suffering heavy losses. Enter the B-2 bomber. After days of dropping confusing hints, Donald Trump had finally made up his mind. At the crack of dawn on Sunday, 6 American B-2 bombers flew into Iranian airspace from halfway across the world and dropped a 30,000-pound bomb known as the GBU-57 Massive Ordnance Penetrator. This bunker buster bomb did exactly what its name suggests. Penetrate 200 feet into the ground and destroy Iran's suspected nuclear enrichment plant in Fordow. Meanwhile, Tomahawk missiles launched by the B-2s took out the other nuclear sites at Natanz and Isfahan. In a final act of defiance, Iran fired missiles at the US base in Qatar, but crucially with advance warning. No lives were lost, a message sent, but a line not crossed. Within hours, Donald Trump claimed to have brokered a ceasefire, beginning in a phased process. But the truce certainly hasn't begun on a peaceful note. Claiming that Tehran has broken the ceasefire with missile strikes, Tel Aviv vowed to strike back in the future, even as Trump warned all parties to play by the rules.
These guys got to calm down. It's ridiculous. I didn't like plenty of things I saw yesterday. I didn't like the fact that Israel unloaded right after we made the deal. They didn't have to unload. And I didn't like the fact that the retaliation was very strong. But in all fairness, Israel unloaded a lot. And now I hear Israel just went out because they felt it was violated by one rocket that didn't land anywhere. That's not what we want, I'll tell you. And I'm telling you, I'm not happy about that, Israel, either.
What's next may not be a question of missiles, but of diplomacy. Will this fragile truce hold? And for how long? Did this war really see a winner and a loser? And how close was the world towards a full-fledged war? Bureau Report, India Today.